Okay, so now we're in the graveyard, and we're going to go down here. In normal mode, there will be 2 zombies here. Now we're going to examine this arrow. And actually I had a controller problem, but I fixed it. And yeah, so you have to remove the arrowhead and then put it in there, just like that. That's what the arrow was for. So now we have access to this long staircase. Now, you may not notice this, but I'm actually doing something here. It's a exploit that works in my version of this game. And basically, you just rapidly press B when going up or down steps, and it makes you move faster when you're on steps. So you'll see it demonstrated here again. Saves a lot of time. So we got the Book of Curse thing. And this book has a key in it, which I'm going to open very shortly. Gotta examine the back of the book and remove the key. And now we have the sword key. And there's also a nice file for you to read. It's up to you to pause the video if you can't read fast enough. But basically, it's talking about masks, and we have to collect 4 masks in the mansion here in order to access a certain thing that was down below in that coffin that you saw, and yeah. So the main objective now is to get all 4 masks. Now I'm going to grab the first floor map of the mansion. It's helpful, especially for beginners who don't understand the layout of the mansion by, looking at areas. Like, I don't need to use a map for most cases, but I cut those points out when I do. So, very simple to get, and highly recommended, especially for newcomers. So now I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to move this dresser all the way back to its original location. The reason for that is because when I go and grab this self-defense dagger, there's going to be a zombie that will attack me right about now. Okay, zombie avoidance 101, the very solid. What I just did there, you're going to want to look back in the video a few times probably to see how I avoided that zombie when it's pinned down in a corner. It's a very important move, and thanks to a person on GameFAQs with their walkthrough that told me how to avoid that. And that's going to be used through several points in the game. Now, these daggers I've been picking up are self-defense weapons. You use them to defend yourself against zombies when you are grabbed by them. So, it's quite useful, and you just trigger it with the L or R button. So, I'm going to take a detour to get one of the items I need to get one of the masks in the mansion. I highly recommend grabbing this now rather than later, so it'll save you a lot of time and trouble. And the chemical we're going to hold on to for quite some time. Now, I originally meant to go in that bathroom, and I should have, but I went the other direction first for a weird reason. So I'll be going back to the bathroom. It's important that you get the shotgun as soon as possible in your playthrough, and this is the best route and the best way to do it.
Barry!
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Ah, classic scene among Resident Evil fans. There are actually 2 ways to get that shotgun, but this method is the easiest by far, and Barry will bail you out of many situations. The shotgun is a very important weapon because not only is it a classical zombie killer, it also happens to have a very high chance of decapitating any zombie whenever you point up when you're firing, like so. And it doesn't always decapitate, but it does most of the time. And it's highly effective because when you decapitate zombies' head, they cannot respawn as a crimson zombie later on. Now in this case, I had bad luck and it did not decapitate that zombie. So that zombie is dead now, and that means that I'm going to have to burn it with kerosene and a lighter. Now I'll be spending the rest of this video rearranging my items, getting rid of the survival knife. Now I got rid of the survival knife because it's useless when you're playing as Jill. It has its uses when you're playing as Chris, but Jill is very poor with a knife, and it serves no purpose for her to use it ever. So yeah, that's one of the things that you have to do. This is a fuel canteen, which we'll be using to burn zombies with. It's all part of the plan. Now be sure to read this file as it will instruct you on how to burn zombies and dispose of them so they do not respawn as Crimson Head zombies.